Meanwhile, hot air about global warming could be helping to heat up the earth. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. speaking at Al Gore's Live Earth concert, saying in part, and I quote, "The most important thing you can do is to get involved in the political process and get rid of all of those rotten politicians who are nothing more than corporate toadies for companies like Exxon and Southern Company. This is treason, and we need to start treating them as traitors." Reaction now from Senator Jim Inhofe, a Republican from Oklahoma and a noted global warming skeptic. Senator, if I'm reading Robert F. Kennedy Jr. correctly, you're a traitor.
Well, I don't know, Neil. You know, Robert Kennedy calling me a traitor would be like me calling Robert Kennedy a patriot. Let me tell you what's happening. These are not good days for Bobby Kennedy and not good days for Al Gore. Everything is going the wrong way for them. These concerts, as you know, Neil, were a huge flop in the UK, in Sydney, Australia, in Washington, D.C., in New York City. They're just a miserable failure. And did you see the Rasmussen poll that came out right after the concerts? They said only 22% of the people in America followed the concerts. At the same time, 56% of the people were following Scooter Libby, and 80% were following immigration. So, you know, in the science, I'm going to be doing a talk on the Senate floor in just a short while, and talking about the new science is in where they were on the other side. They are now skeptics. Yeah, we are going through some natural cycles right now, but no longer are they blaming it on human gases.
Well, these large groups are, Senator, and they've made a point of going after you because you have been the toughest critic of Al Gore's. In fact, you were trying to make sure that he couldn't have one of his big rallies in Washington.
Well,
he had it on the mall. He had it on the mall. But
that's right.
I'm just wondering now whether you're feeling the heat, no pun intended, from this political ill will.
No, I'm really not, Neil. This is really significant. First of all, they understand there's new reports out all the time on how much more this is going to cost if they have any of these cap-and-trade schemes on CO2. And the most recent thing came from MIT, and it's no longer $2,700 per family. It's over $4,000 per family. Now, I've got 20 kids and grandkids that don't want to pay taxes like that for something that's based on faulty science. And the science is faulty, Neil.
Let me ask you about the direction, though. If it turns out that they want to target your seat and every environmentalist worth his salt is going to try to get Inhofe out of here, are you seeing that reflected in your state yet?
No, I don't think so. I've always been very honest with the people in the very beginning. You know, 4 years ago when I became chairman of this committee, I thought that human gases were causing climate change. I was kind of on their side until we started looking at the science. Now I realize that is not the truth, and in Oklahoma I think most people agree. They will target me. I mean, look what they did to Richard Pombo in California last time. Right. And a lot of them are saying, well, Inhofe's going to be the Richard Pombo of '08. Well, come on.
All right, we'll see what happens, Senator. Good seeing you again.
Nice to see you.